Alright, hi guys. So this is going to be something of a follow-up video to yesterday's, where I mentioned obviously how I have thousands of unwatched videos in my YouTube watch later, and I mentioned that it was like this for podcasts as well, and it's also the same for music. So I basically do exactly the same thing, where if I discover a new artist or something, I listen to a couple of tracks and quite like it, I will make a note in a Word document that I have, with the hope that eventually I'll get around to listening to their back catalogue. I haven't had masses of time to do this. I can't use the same excuse as I used yesterday, saying that like it's too much concentration to do it like while I'm working and stuff like that. I can't even say that because I definitely could have done it while I was working. It was probably a little bit more concentration than just listening to songs in the background, because I need to like listen to them and work out whether I like them or not. However, this is most definitely a recurring problem for me, because I counted them up last night because I wasn't actually sure how many, because like obviously YouTube shows you how many videos you've got in a playlist, but obviously my music document, which does have like, I have gone through some of it already, I should say. There are like a lot of artists, especially the ones that I already know, that I've gone through and like made a note down of all the songs I like and which ones I'm going to put in which playlists eventually, because I have a load of playlists as well. But yeah, I went through and counted because I didn't know exactly how many there were, and there were more than I thought. Of course there were. The total was 973. So yeah, nearly 1,000 artists that I have to go through and listen to. And I should say as well, a lot of them are things that like I've had recommended to me and stuff like that. I don't even know if I'll like them, and if I listen, like I'll go through and listen to their like biggest hits first, because that's generally a decent way to judge the kind of genres and the sound and all of that. And if I'm not a fan of them, then I won't go through the whole back catalogue searching hoping there's like one good song that I don't know about. I won't put that much effort in, obviously, but I will go through and at least listen to a handful of songs from each of them. And yeah, God knows how long that's going to take. Some of them are more recent bands, to be fair. Some of them have like 2 albums and an EP or something like that. But then there are others from like the 60s and the 70s that did like an album every year for 30 years or something ridiculous like that, So I really don't know how it's going to go or how long it will take. But yeah, I'm not really sure why I do this to myself. I mean, I do just like music. And also, that's another thing as well. Obviously, this is not all like the same kind of music. It's not the same genres. I'd like to think of myself as a relatively open-minded, broad-minded kind of person when it comes to music. Like I like a lot of different genres. I like rock music. I'm a big fan of like rock and heavy metal. I also like country music. I like sort of EDM stuff every now and again. I like there's random hip-hop tracks that I really like. And I also like, Olivia Rodrigo and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really varied, and I have a ton of different playlists for like really specific vibes that hopefully I will discover more songs that fit into that vibe. But yeah, again, this is something that's been going on probably for even longer than the YouTube watch later thing has. I do intend to just slowly work my way through it every now and again, whenever I remember. I've had the document open on my laptop for literally years, and every now and again I go back to it. I think probably though, at this rate, more often I'm adding artists to the list than going through and listening to albums or whatever by that artist. So yeah, it really is a bit of a losing battle at the minute. I don't want to think of it as a battle, because it's not. It's enjoyable, but I'm not doing it quick enough at the minute. But yeah, it's all just a bit of fun, isn't it? Music's great. I love music. It's fucking brilliant. So yeah, literally any time I go anywhere, like right now I'm just walking out to meet some friends, but any time I go out on a walk or anything like that, I'll put my headphones on. It's a choice between the music and the Watch Later playlists, and currently the Watch Later playlists are winning. I don't think that's probably that surprising, but anyway. So yeah, I'm going to get back to it, and I will see you tomorrow.